Okay, this video is a little bit of a carnivore rant here. So, apologize in advance if I do repeat myself a couple of times, but got a little bit of a peeve in the carnivore community. And that is where you have a lot of folks in groups. Now, by the way, first and foremost, I absolutely encourage you getting into carnivore groups on whatever social media platform you're on. Some people give good advice, some people don't give good advice, but you'll find out, which are which, pretty soon. But when you're going at this completely alone, it is hard. Okay, it's very difficult to do. Not because it is actually difficult to do, but because the mental switch. There's a lot that needs to take place. You're undoing years, perhaps decades, depending on how old or young you are, of indoctrination into the idea that cholesterol is bad, that you shouldn't eat, fats or animals, red meat is bad for you, all those sorts of things. Even the idea that vegetables are good for you. I challenge that. I completely challenge that, especially after being on this for almost a year and a half and reversing all the medical conditions that I've had, multiple medical conditions that I had, including permanent spinal injury. And basically what I do is I let go of vegetables. I let go of plant material. So I completely challenge the idea that vegetables are good for you. I let go of them. I'm healthier than I ever was in my life. So that said, my peeve, my annoyance in the carnivore groups is you have a lot of people who are sincerely trying to heal themselves of various conditions. And then you have other people in the carnivore groups and spaces encouraging folks to eat honey and eat fruits and consume maybe some flour and all those sorts of things. But you gotta recognize that all this is plant material. And when you're in a carnivore group or you're saying that you're on a carnivore diet, you have to ask yourself, what does that mean? Now, I like scientific, strong definitions of things. They help us categorize things properly and have an actual real idea of what it is that's going on. So carnivore, carnivore, that means meat and the consuming of. So consuming of meat, right? That's the Latin, that's how it breaks down. Consuming of meat, carnivore. So when we're talking about the carnivore diet or the carnivore way of eating, we're talking about consuming meat products only, right? Because now you might say, well, that's just a part of it. There's carnivore, but carnivore means that I include meat in the diet. No, there's another word for that. That's omnivore. That's everything. So everything vore, right? Everything consumed, right? So if you're eating, plants, all that other stuff, you're following an omnivore diet. Works for some people, doesn't work for most. So why are you in a carnivore space if you're going to be encouraging other people to eat and you are yourself, eating various plants and things like that? That's one of my peeves because it's going against the very definition of what it is that you're trying to do. I value truth, right? Let's be true to ourselves and true to what it is that we're calling ourselves. So if you're eating meat and plants or meat and other things, because really everything we eat that is not made of animals or from animals is our plants. It's just what it is. There's nothing that we consume that is not plant material that doesn't come from animals. So there's that. So if that is you, just do the honest thing and say, hey, I'm keto, which is fine. Keto worked for me for a short time, helped me with a couple of things before things went south again with my health condition. Carnivore, completely meat eating. That's just really what it is. And then think about also the repercussions of what you're encouraging people to do if that's you. By the way, I love you as a human being. I wish the best of health for you. I'm not going to sit here and say leave the groups or anything like that. Absolutely, we all need a community to be in, and if we can encourage you to get rid of the plants, fantastic. I would love that. But yeah, so definitely love you as a person. So this is not against you or your character or anything like that. I just want to ask you what it is that you're trying to accomplish by encouraging people to eat these plants. When so many people are reversing autoimmune conditions, they're reversing like permanent diseases and conditions, myself included, uh, by eliminating plants, just eating meat. And that's what carnivore is all about. So, what are you trying to accomplish? Is my question. Now, the thing, and one of the reasons why I bring that up is because a lot of times in these groups, the times that I see the most results of testimonials, I should say, in the comments and things like that, and even on YouTube videos, and even on a couple of my videos, where people have shared their experience, where they've had autoimmune conditions that didn't go away by simply changing the diet to something else. It didn't go away. Maybe some pain got alleviated or something like that, but didn't go away on a ketogenic diet. But these autoimmune conditions were being reversed when they got rid of vegetables, when they got rid of all plants. They got rid of vegetables, the fruits, any processed foods. Once they got rid of all that and went to meat only, that's when they actually saw the healing. That's when their body started fixing itself. So I think about other people, whatever I'm posting or sharing or things like that, on the long term. So on a weight loss kind of thing, if you're just jumping into carnivore just to lose some weight, all right, maybe you're including some plants and things like that. Maybe it doesn't bother you. Maybe that's not what you go. But if you're looking for complete and total health, then I would say let's stop encouraging the plant consumption, because the plant consumption seems to be the one and only thing that is stopping people from getting the healing that they need, want, and deserve. So I'm not going to hold anyone back from the power of a stricter, if you want to call it, carnivore diet. Eat all the meats, get rid of the plants, experience true healing. So I know this is more of a rant, so I don't usually do those, but I want to encourage you. If you are currently on the carnivore diet, keep going. Keep doing it. Ask me any questions. I haven't been as long term as a lot of folks. I'm almost a year and a half on this, but I have experienced ups and downs. I'm healthier now at 43 than I was at 16, and since then, and I have the lab work to prove it. And so, maybe I experienced things that you're going through. You have questions. Hey, I've run into this roadblock. What can I do? I'm not omniscient. I don't know all the answers, but please ask anyway. Because if some of you might know, if you've commented in the past, I don't just give an answer or a response. I like to let you know the source of that answer or response. Maybe it was a study that I saw. I'll send you the link. Maybe it was another video or a web link or an article or something that helped me with this thing, and I'll go ahead and send that link. So if I can help you make this as easy as possible, I absolutely will. I don't have any kind of community as of yet, but I do encourage you to go ahead and not do this alone, but go ahead and on your favorite, there we go, social media platforms, join as many carnivore groups as you can, and just keep an eye out for the people, promoting plant use and plant products. But ask questions there. Let them get to know you. Be a part of the community, because this way of eating is much easier when you have other people helping you along the way. Going it alone, it's not good, because then you're all in your head, right? You have to undo who knows how much indoctrination of the plants are good for you, which is a lie. That fat and red meat consumption is bad for you, which is a lie. You got to undo all that, and that takes a lot of hard work. And cholesterol is bad for you. That's the other lie. So in order to undo that, just go ahead and jump in the groups, ask questions, pick our brains. Okay, that's why the groups exist. You ask questions, get answers. So that said, if you're on the carnivore journey, keep going, join groups. If you're not on the carnivore journey, why not get started? You know, if at the very least it will do is if you're on the carnivore diet for anywhere from, I'd say, 60 to 90 days, all of your food addictions will be gone. Every single one. I guarantee. Well, okay, maybe I can't guarantee it. I'm not you, but everyone I've seen has been able to break their food addictions, myself included, between 60 and 90 days of starting the carnivore diet. So what do I mean by that? I mean, between 60 and 90 days of doing a carnivore diet, your food cravings will be gone for all the sugary and bready stuff and all those sorts of things. Food cravings will be gone. So your need to when you feel like, oh, I need to have some sugar with this, or I need to put some syrup on this, or some ketchup on this, all that's gone. Not only that, but meal times are a thing of the past too. That's wild, because we were programmed to think that we have to have 3 meals a day, or hey, if we're bodybuilding, 6 meals a day. The body doesn't necessarily care what time we're eating. Oh, it's 8 a.m. I gotta eat. Oh, it's 12 p.m. I gotta have lunch. Oh, it's 6 p.m. Gotta have dinner. Whatever it is. We've trained ourselves to do that. And the reason why we're super hungry at those times and we snack in between is because we're not getting the nutrition that we need throughout the day. But if you give the body the nutrition it needs, maybe you're only eating once a day. Eat one good meal, one good solid piece of steak, and you're good for the rest of the day. Could you imagine that? How much time would that open up in your day? How much productivity would increase in your life? How much more time and energy would you be able to spend with your family and loved ones? I mean, this is really one of the things that helped me out the most. Anyway, this video is too long. Sorry, guys, but I just had to get some things off my chest. I'm going to figure out exactly what I'm going to hone in on in the next video, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to be recording a video a little bit later. It's Saturday. I have a little time to do that, so I'll be releasing that, I'd say, tomorrow morning. All right, so that said, enjoy. If you stuck through the end, hey, thanks. I definitely appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe if I didn't bore you too much. All right, thank you all. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.